I got to a point in my life where I got tired. So I'm getting on the plane, right? And I'm walking all the way to the back like I got to move so they can get to the bathroom. I'm saying to myself, like, why I got to keep passing first class? Like, why can't I never sit in first class? Like, I'm not envious of nobody. I'm not jealous. Like, I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm just like wondering, like, why I got to keep passing first class? Like, what's going to happen one day where I can sit in first class? Like, why am I not in first class? Like, why they put me all the way in the back? Like, why am I like got a 4-hour layover when they fly me from here to there to here to get back to here? I'm like, why can't I just fly straight? Why am I not in the 5-star hotel with the concierge? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I get a concierge? Why can't I get the place with the bread? Like, why is his wife driving a European vehicle and my wife? I got tired. I said, one day I'm gonna fly first class. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't even like into that like y'all think, right? But I just love when my whole family, we all sitting in first class. And where I come from, we don't fly first class. Now my whole family flying first. They like, which, Mr. Thomas, this is the premiere. You might be in the net. I'm like, no, we're in this section right here. I'm not like caught up into that kind of stuff. I'm grateful that my wife can finally sit in first class and get a meal. My children are in first class and this is not a standard. I'm grateful that my son is going to college and he doesn't have to take out a loan. I got tired. I got tired of being like giving 70 and 80% and not living the way I wanted to live. And this guy got tired. He started crying. He like, yo, Shaq is winning. I see the Spurs winning. I see Chauncey Billups with his new team. I see other people winning and I'm not winning. And I want to be a winner and I'm tired. And I got tired, y'all. So I did something about it. I woke up every day and started grinding. I was tired. I was tired looking at my wife. My wife was looking at homes. She looked at a home that was like $50 million. Like, what you looking at a $50 million house for? She like, goals. I'm like, what kind of goals? She like, you're going to have to work a little harder. Like my wife is not on that. Like she used to be cheap. She want to hold on every dime. Now she talking about living in $50 million homes. What happened? I started giving 120. And so my wife started giving 120. She got on that new drug and she changed her diet. And now we working out every day. And it's a whole new swag. So I need y'all to do me a huge favor. I need you to get tired. You in this room. If you in this room, you feeling me like, yo, eat for real. I'm doing the 70. I know I got 120 in me. I'm doing the 80 as a real estate. Like for real, you in real estate, right? And you looking at other people like, why they getting those checks? And like you think they're human, just like for real. Do you know what bothered me the most? Is that there were humans that was doing this. For real, that's what bothered me the most. What bothered me the most was like, yo, I'm walking past first class. It wasn't robots in first class. There were other humans in first class. I'm like, they human beings in first class like me. Like I'm looking at these homes like, yo, they just drove in. That's another human. What's the difference between my man and me? The effort that he gives, the information that he has, the effort that he gives, the information that he has, the effort that he gives. Yep, and what I discovered, I'm gonna get off of this. But what I discovered was that you don't have to be born in a certain neighborhood. You don't have to be born in a certain family. You don't have to have a certain socio-economic status. It only takes one thing to get what you see other people have that you want, and it's called effort.
Let me just quickly give you a list of 4 emotions that can change your life in one day. Emotions are powerful. Sometimes it doesn't take much to alter your whole life direction. Okay, here they are. Number 1, disgust. Powerful emotion. Disgust says, I have had it. See, that could be the day. The day you can say, I've had it. And whether you've had it with something small or something major, the day you can say, I've had it, may not be the day it ends, but the day it begins. That's what I said when that little Girl Scout left my door when I'm 25. I give her the big lie, she leaves, I say, I don't want to live like this anymore. I've had it with lying and being broke. Powerful day. The man's finally had it with mediocrity. He's had it with being a loser. He's finally had it with those awful sick feelings inside, knowing his wife is at the grocery store looking at 2 cans of beans, one marked 37 cents, one marked 39 cents. And the guy sick inside knows his wife's going to buy the 37-cent can, and she doesn't even like the brand. Do you know why she's going to buy the 37-cent can? To save 2 cents. The guy sick inside finally says, I've had it. Being on my knees in the dust looking for pennies, we're not living like this anymore. Could be the day that turns your life around. The day you can say, I've had it. He walks into his closet and rips everything in it to shreds and says, I've worn this embarrassing stuff for the last time. And not only will I never wear it again, no one else will ever wear it again. Commit an act that says, I've had it. Powerful. Here's the next one. Decision. And decision making is powerful. And it's emotional. That's those knots in the pit of your stomach, right? Waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, trying to decide. We sometimes call it inner civil war. What shall I do? Well, for progress, you must decide. The best advice I can give you came from a wealthy friend of mine who said, if it's easy, do it easy. If it's hard, do it hard. Just get it done. If you went home tonight and in the next few days cleaned up a whole list of decisions, that might furnish enough inspiration for the next 10 years. I found this out many times after you've decided. Getting on with it is easier than deciding. Sometimes decision is the toughest part. Here's the next emotion, desire, wanting to bad enough. And I don't know how to tell you to want to. That's something you've got to come up with. There's 2 things I know about desire. Number 1, it comes from inside, not outside. You don't send off for it. Number 2, I know desire can be triggered by something. Who knows what it might be? Sometimes desire waits and sleeps for something to happen. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a song, maybe it's a sermon, maybe it's a lecture, a seminar, maybe it's the conversation of a friend, a happening, an event. Who knows? The best advice I can give you is what I give my staff. It goes like this: welcome every human experience. You never know which one is going to turn it all on. Even the bad experiences. Sometimes from the bitterest experience comes the greatest awakening. So let down the barriers, take down the walls. The same wall that keeps out disappointment keeps out happiness. Let life touch you. Don't let it kill you, but let it touch you. Here's the last one. This one's powerful. Resolve. Resolve says, I will. 2 of the most powerful words in the language. I will. Benjamin Disraeli once said, nothing can resist a human will that will stake even its existence on the extent of its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die. See, that's powerful. That could be the day that turns your life around. The world has a strange way of stepping aside when somebody says, I'll do it or die. The man says, I will climb the mountain. They've told me it's too high, it's too far, it's too rocky, it's too difficult, it's never been done before, but it's my mountain, I will climb it. Pretty soon you'll see me waving from the top. Or dead on the side, because I ain't coming back. The best definition I ever got from the word resolve came from a little junior high girl in Foster City, California, up north. I'm talking to the junior high kids one day. I love to ask kids definitions. They come up with beauties. I got to the word resolve and I asked, who can tell me what resolve means? And I got several hands, and they were all pretty good, but the last one was the best. Little girl, about 3 rows back, held up her hand. She said, Mr. Rohn, I think I know what resolve means. I said, darling, what do you think it means? She said, I think it means promising yourself you will never give up. I said, that's it. Webster, stand aside. That is the definition. Promise yourself you will never give up. I asked the kids, how long should a baby try to learn how to walk? How long? How long would you give your average baby before you shut him off? See, any mother in the world would say, you're crazy. My baby's going to keep trying until it learns how to walk. What a magic formula. Now let me show you what triggers all emotions into activity that brings results. And results is the name of the game. Here it is. Action. Finally, you must do something about how you feel. Jesus, the master teacher, said, don't just be listeners, be doers. The world admires the doers.